Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive, and welcome to Divinely Decked. This is all about tarot and oracle reviews done Stacy style. And if you are a tarot enthusiast like I am, you're going to absolutely love this next deck that I'm going to be talking about today. So we are featuring Under the Oak Tarot, and I actually found this through another deck review video that I was watching. I believe it was Fairlight Tarot, but I'm not 100% sure on that because there were so many that I watched. I kind of went down a little rabbit hole and connected with a number of different decks. But I really enjoyed this deck. It was one that I had never seen before. I'd never even heard of it before. It's got a lot of whimsy. It's got a lot of, I want to say, beautiful, bright colors, but the kinds of colors that aren't in your face. It makes sense. It tells a story. And I'm noticing in my own tarot journey, while my tastes are very varied in what I like and why I like them, I do really enjoy some of these more whimsical kind of decks. And that's definitely what this one is. So let's explore Under the Oak Tarot. And it's Ofrid and Strega della Mele. So it is definitely, I want to say, from a European creator. And that's probably why I hadn't seen it before. And I always love something a little bit different. The box is beautiful, nice and sturdy. It's a Lo Scarabeo. So the Lo Scarabeo is like always quality. I've never not seen quality with a deck like this. And I love the imagery that they've shown throughout the whole deck. Of course, it's like a flip top almost. You pull off the top of the deck, and it is gilded, and it's a beautiful silver gilding. I absolutely love that. It comes with a couple of that card, the Eight of Wands keeps wanting to stay in the deck. I'm not sure what that's about. It comes with a couple of sort of calling cards. Here is beautiful back of the deck. When we're taking a look at this. I love the blues, the gray blues in here. We've got a mirror image. So you actually technically can't use it in reverse if you're really paying attention to the back of the deck because the stags are a little bit different. But if you don't pay too much attention, you can absolutely reverse this card. I don't read reversals, so that's never really an issue for me. So we've got a little title card here. And of course, with all Lo Scarabeo decks, it comes with a book. It always looks like it's a thicker book, but it comes in 4 different languages. So the English, and to be honest, I haven't even read any of the meanings from this particular deck. So I don't even know whether I can't comment on whether it's good or not. I just saw these pictures. Yeah, here's French. I saw these pictures. I saw these cards and I was all in. Italian, Spanish. So yeah, so let's get into this deck. First of all, the card quality is pretty good. It's got some flexibility to it. But it's also got some solidity to it, which I think is important. Like I said, it's a beautiful silver gilding that is coming up and coming through. They're very smooth. It's kind of I want to say like a sateen finish, not quite matte, not quite shiny, which I really love. It doesn't show the fingerprints, and they really shuffle. I mean, they shuffle well. And I have larger hands. So, if you have smaller hands, you may want to, sort of shuffle it this way, just for kind of ease. But they're not like ginormous cards. I feel like they're very much the same typical size card of tarot. And let's just kind of go through them, and we'll pick out some cards here to show you the images. And I just love the story. Tarot is always about the story. So here's a beautiful 2 of Wands card. And we have this little girl who's got her bear with her. And she's looking out over the sky. It's like she's looking out over the Aurora Borealis. She's at night. She wants to explore. She's not afraid. She's looking to have a little bit of an adventure. But she's smart. She says, okay, I don't want to kind of go out there by myself, so I'm going to bring a companion. And I'm going to bring someone that I love, someone that I trust, and someone that I know has my back, has my front, back, sides, bottom, and top. Two of Wands is all about expansion, not expansion, direction, choosing a direction, being faced with a new choice, having the desire, the passion to say, I want to try something new and different. I want to grow. I want to have a new adventure. And she's definitely having a new adventure. And I like the message of this card because it's saying you don't always have to go it alone. It's okay if you're nervous to make that next step and you just need someone to hold your hand to do it. At least you're making that step. So I really like that energy. Let's pull another one here. Five of Pentacles. Oh, what a cool depiction of this Five of Pentacles. So we have some mice here, and the mice are hard at work. They are forging the pentacles. They're creating those pentacles. And I feel like this message with this card, it's typically read as a card of worry, a card of concern, anxiety. I feel like this is saying, hey, there's always someone in the works behind the scenes that's making a new one. So you don't have to get into that scarcity and lack. You don't have to worry that these are the last 5 coins on the planet. You have the ability to get whatever it is that you want and need from this experience. But you have to trust. And I feel like they're waiting for this to cool, for it to forge in the fire. They're having to wait a little bit. So not a typical Five of Pentacles message, but I feel that there's an energy of patience here as well. It's there for you. You just got to wait for it to cool, to be hot enough to handle, or cool enough to handle. Right now, it's going to burn you, but it's there. So relax, take a breath. Everything's going to be okay. Ooh, we have a Queen of Pentacles. Oh, and she's so cool. She's very different from a traditional Queen of Pentacles that we see. A lot of growth, green and, tons of things in the background. Not that this is a minimalist depiction by any means, but I love that she's got the pentacles all around her head. She's not in green. In fact, I don't see any green in this card at all. She's wearing this neutral gown, which says to me that she is of the earth. She is of the planet. She is comfortable and confident within that. She's sitting on a stone throne, and it looks like there's a snake around her, and she's not freaking out. She's very comfortable with that snake because she recognizes and knows that that snake is here to help her transform, to give her the resources that she needs, to help her to maintain her health. Whether that is mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, energetic, or financial. That's a big one for us as well. And she's in her hands, she's working her magic. So I love this depiction because it kind of defies what we normally think of when we are considering a Queen of Pentacles card. And I love decks that don't give you what fully is expected, because it allows the intuition to really tap in. And that's what these cards are all about. They're supposed to evoke an intuitive thought, an intuitive hit. Here is the Fool card. And oh, what a beautiful Fool card it is. So this little girl, when you see her throughout the deck, she typically is blindfolded. This idea that she's perhaps playing hide and seek, but also whenever we see a blindfold, in the tarot, it typically lends itself to that person needing to shut out what it is they see with their human eyes to be able to tap into the intuition. What is my third eye trying to convey to me? And is it in alignment with the vision of where I'm going and growing? And her dog, her spirit dog, is really cool. He looks like kind of a fox. He's like a white fox with this big, long, bushy tail that looks like fire. He's got red eyes, so fiery eyes. So I feel that this Fool also is indicating that you can absolutely have passion for this new journey that you are about to take. And I think that's just incredible. Let's look at a couple more here. We've got the Two of Swords. And typically the Two of Swords, people get freaked out by it because it's like, oh no, like there's a nasty choice that I have to make, and it's a choice between shit sandwich A and shit sandwich B. Yeah, sometimes it can indicate that. But again, we see this little girl and she's blindfolded and she's surrounded in all of this electricity. And I feel like that is the energy of the card, is she's being electrified by source. She's being inspired by source in terms of her choice. And yeah, it might be a choice between shit sandwich A and shit sandwich B, but I feel like it's also a choice that says no matter what choice I make, it's going to get me closer to my goal. So let me just do it. Let me make it without fear. She is harnessing the energies that are around her. And that's what I feel this is all about. Very much, this makes me think of the magician a lot because she is harnessing that energy and making that energy work for her. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, we got the World card. Ooh, so cool. So similar to a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith depiction of the world, she's in a wreath. She's a female, so that there it's often depicted with a female in a gown. She's so happy. She's like, yay, I've arrived. I've come full circle. There are two snakes in this particular depiction. So that is the health, the learning, the wisdom, the growth, the acknowledgement of the transformation that has occurred. And in fact, the snakes are woven into the wreath, which kind of gives me the impression that maybe the parts of this wreath are other snakes, other parts of her journey or past journeys that have helped to bring her full circle to where she's at with this level of growth. And then we have these goats. And it's interesting, the goats almost seem like they're connected to the past, just with their coloring. It's like they're not a part of this new future because she's leaving them behind. She's ceremonially acknowledging them and showing gratitude, but she's kind of leaving them behind. So I like that energy. All right, let's pull one more out here. And we have the Magician. So we were just talking about the Magician card, and look at the beautiful colors here. So again, she's blindfolded. She is harnessing through the wind the energies of the environment around her. She's very much in an earthy space. She's got her bare feet on the ground. She is a conduit for what it is that she wants to create. She is in the process of manifesting. And when you look at this card, it really gives you, I want to say, a sense of hope, a sense of like, even though she's a young girl, she really knows what she's doing. She believes in herself. She's got conviction in her abilities. And once again, we have a snake. The snake is wrapped around her waist. So the snake showing up in these cards as well is an indication that there are things that can really help us that we can also be afraid of. And it doesn't mean we have to allow that fear to stop us from moving forward. So, you know what? I'm going to just look for a cup because we haven't seen a cup, and we've seen every other. Yeah, here we go. Let's take a look at the Page of Cups here. So here's a Page of Cups, and it's like a centaur, I think is what we would call it. So this kind of fantastical creature that's coming out, and he's trying to catch the fish. So we have the fish represented not in a cup, but he's trying to catch the fish. He's trying to understand how that fish can inspire him, what that fish can do for him. And we've got a lot of sunlight, sun energy here. Sun fuels us. It creates growth. Sun illuminates things for our creativity. And so I feel like the Page of Cups is really sort of in this depiction, giving us an opportunity to really step outside of what we know and get into that unknown. Page of Cups is all about creativity, being curious about that creative process and that creative flow. Let's just take a look at an ace, because we also always love the aces. Sorry, I'm turning myself around here. So the Ace of Cups, this is always a card that I use to determine whether or not I'm going to, enjoy the deck or not. And what a beautiful Ace of Cups. It's almost like a caramel factory. It's like a caramel fountain So I'm seeing a caramel fountain. I love the peace dove that is, sort of sampling the sweetness of what is happening. And the cup is in the center, but it's showing that the cup can be full and overflowing, but it gets its contents from source energy, from things that are, I want to say, things that are bigger than the both of us, baby. And it really is an invitation to examine how we are all one, how we are connected to everything else around us in our environment, people, places, and things. So absolutely beautiful depiction. So that is our Under the Oak Tarot. And, for those of you who enjoy a little whimsy, I feel that this would be a card deck that would really be enjoyable for you to work with. This is the kind of deck that I'm going to go to when I want some gentle messaging, when I want to hear the truth, but maybe I want it to be, I don't want to say sugar-coated, but I want it to be a little more light-hearted, a little more with an innocent approach. So in true Stacey style, I'm now going to shuffle up the deck and pull a card for anyone who's interested in purchasing this deck, so that you know how this deck is going to work with you, how you're going to work with this deck, and the kind of messages and information that this deck is going to give to you. Interesting. We got 2 cards. So let's see what that's all about. 8 of Cups. So this definitely is a deck that is going to help you to release, to walk away. Look at the gorgeousness of this beautiful swan. Swans for me are also about a starseed energy. So if you're a starseed, or you identify as a starseed or a light worker, this is a deck that you're very much going to receive a lot of support through those transformations that you have. You're going to receive a lot of support and guidance when you are having to let go of things that are no longer serving you. I also feel kind of like what I was talking about. This is a deck that's going to give you a bit more of a gentler approach to things. It's going to allow you to think about things in a more fantastical way, or maybe a once removed or observational way that helps you with the perspective, so that when you are making choices moving forward, you feel more comfortable and confident in those choices. And the Hierophant showed up. It wants to be a guide with you. It wants to guide you in the ways of the otherworldly, but also the otherworldly that is here on planet Earth that we often discount or negate. I'm feeling a lot of like fae energy, fairy energy, the gnomes, the crystals, the parts of the planet of Mother Earth that speak to us all the time. And we just don't always listen because we're focused on, I want to say, the bigger things, the in your face things. And this is going to be a little more subtle, but when you tune into it, when you listen to it, man, oh man, is it ever powerful. So it's going to, I want to say, it's going to encourage you to release, and it's going to encourage you to not question your beliefs, but always not be afraid to review, is this belief that I have supporting me, or is it a limiting belief that's holding me back from what it is that I need to remove or to release or to let go? Wow, that is so powerful. That is so powerful. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this segment of Divinely Decked. Can't wait to do another one for you. I hope you have the most amazing one. We'll see you on the flip side. Transform well. That's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was great to connect with you guys. Please like, subscribe, and comment for more content like this. And feel free to follow me on Blue Sky for even more content every single day. Can't wait to see you guys next week for another installment of Black Feather Couture, Divining the VIP Life.